I'm curious. So, going back to the gallery stuff, what would you say the ideal like walk-in would be? Because the weird thing is, like, say, like 19-year-old MJ, I walked into an art gallery in San Francisco. I'm like, yeah, can I have a solo show here? And it's like I brought in my 6-foot pieces. I brought like 5 of them. Didn't make any sense. I mean, the artwork was 19 years old.
Yeah.
As good as a 19-year-old is, because sometimes, anyway,
it happens.
But it's like, the gallerist was nice, and they told me like, hey, come back 5 years from now, like very honest and give me a good critique.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the other hand of it, there's been other galleries that kind of give you a cold shoulder.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
So it's like, what, when you're like, oh, you need to go in and come in at the right time, what is the right time? Like, what is the ideal?
The right time is never at an opening. Do not ever show up at an opening and monopolize the gallerist. Do not do it. It's disrespectful to the other artists. It's disrespectful to the gallerist, because if you take their time, you're taking their time to make sales, which is what keeps the lights on and the rent paid and all of that. So never, ever, ever approach a gallerist to show your work at an opening. That being said, that's like the biggest faux pas in the world. Research the gallery, like look at their hours, right? So generally at our gallery, for instance, we're open Monday through Saturday. I mean, Wednesday through Saturday, and we open at noon and we go to 6, right? So chances are that on a Wednesday at like 1, not a lot happening, right? Because people are at work, So come in at a time where it's going to be more quiet. Definitely, if you can avoid the weekend, that's better. And come in close to opening hours, because not much is going on. So that's a time where the gallerist is just kind of like chilling and, whatever, doing whatever that you're doing, but there's
YouTubing.
YouTubing. You usually reading the news and like screaming silently in their brain, like, no. So that's a good time to come in. And one of the best people that ever came in to our gallery was this guy. He comes in, looks at the art on the walls, says hello to the 2 dogs that are co-working in the gallery, checks out the art, and he's like, hey, your gallery is really beautiful. This is really a very beautiful space. Do you ever show photography here? And, the gallerist is like, oh, we show photography maybe once a year. Unfortunately, as much as I like photography, it's something that's hard to sell, because everyone has a camera in their pocket and they all think they're photographers. So, they got
all are photographers.
Yeah, we all are. Bad ones. We all are. So, he had kind of a conversation with the gallerist, and then he pulls out of his bag this square envelope that was silver, and he hands it over to her, and he hands one over to me, and he's like, ladies, it's been a pleasure talking with you. I hope you have a great day, and see you later. This is for you. Okay, whatever. He walks away, and I'm like on my computer doing my drawings, because when it's quiet in the gallery, I'm sketching stuff for future paintings. And it was just sitting on my desk, and I figured, okay, I'll open it. And I open it, and it's this small card that folds out, and in it are 3 or 4 of his images with like a little blurb explaining who he was, and you were looking at his gorgeous like gelatin print photography, and it had his info, and that was it. I was like, that is so smooth.
Smooth awesome. Criminal.
He's a smooth par excellence. Smooth criminal.
What you didn't see is down the block he dropped the mic.
Oh no, like totally.
And someone was like, sir, you dropped that. He was like, I know.
Yeah.
He kept walking.
Yeah, no.
That's brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, it was super classy. It was not pushy. He made a connection. This happened in like December of last year.
Right, but
I'm
it
like,
still
I'm
sticks
still
out.
tripping.
Yeah.
I'm still tripping.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I still have his card.
Right.
And I'm like, this is a really good way of doing it.